All right. In theory, everything should be gone. Wow. Everything should be good to go. Please bear with me one moment while I finish getting the rest of this set up. Uh, yeah, OBS decided that it was going to erase all of my data. So right now I am running on a whole lot of bare bones nothing. Hopefully, everything works well now, and I can hate everything a little bit less. All right, there we go. And hopefully, by the way, guys, hopefully the stream will run relatively well. I'm trying to double check on everything. All right, stop it, YouTube. Knock it off. All right, there we go. Okay, so OBS basically erased everything. Last stream, I tried to stream during a thunderstorm, and it pretty much crippled everything. And so, since then, I had a power surge after that storm, and ever since, I have been having rather unfortunately frequent RAM crashes. I don't know what to call it other than my game will whatever I'm doing, my computer in general on this setup will blue screen, and the error code seemed to throw back to the RAM being an issue. I did run some internal tests, and I do seem to have some RAM that is going bad. However, it does seem to work well enough, fingers crossed. So let's see if we can't manage to get a stream out here. And I do have some new RAM coming to replace the old RAM. Monday-ish? Obviously, you know, snail mail is going to have a window to it. We are currently day... See, I still don't understand this. I said this during the last stream. And... Am I having issues again? Alright, yeah, okay. Last time I mentioned this, again, the video is no longer live. The stream was running at like 5 frames per second sometimes. And that was entirely on the streaming end. The game was running fairly well. But obviously, my internet connection was getting beaten to hell and back in the storm. So, we are back where that would have started. And... I said this in the last stream. I don't know if anybody even heard it because everything was so choppy and broken. But I don't understand what it's having me do leaving my room. I'm obviously getting changed. I'm like in my pajamas or something or whatever. I'm going out. I'm getting, I don't know, doing morning wash up stuff. But there's really no indication that any of that is happening. I just walk out of my bedroom and walk right back in. RAM crashes? Well, I'll be a big horned sheep on a pickup truck. Yes, okay, it took me a second to realize that you were talking the Ram trucks. Okay, yeah, no, wait. No, okay, wait, hold on, am I just getting to, okay, yeah. I'm sorry, I was getting confused and, rummaging back and forth. My brain is still trying to process reality at the moment. Anyways, Rigid, welcome to the stream. How are things going? Hopefully things are going well for you. Oh god. I forgot this is what coding looks like in this world. Alright, and I guess I want you there, you there. Man, these files are all fucked up. Alright, now, all of the yellows into the yellow. There we go. Okay, so there those go. If I lock this in, do I lose it? I do not lose it. Okay. So it is just kind of playing it out. There we go. Done and done. By the way, my dinner was a pack of hot dogs with cheese melted on top. No bread because it all went bad. I'll need to do some food shopping tomorrow. Okay. I just want to, I want to put this out there because I think this is relevant to the issue you're having. I ran into that one too many weeks in a row where when I went to go grab some of the bread, it was still technically within what should have been a, you know, the goodbye date, but it seems like my bread had started to mold, and I don't play those games. I threw it out. I'm not going to be the guy that's just going to be like, yeah, I'll just cut off a section. Here's the thing. When you're talking about mold on soft foods like bread, those mold fibers go much deeper than you actually can physically see. You might maybe be able to justify, you know, working on that with harder food items, but softer foods like bread, I don't play that game. It starts molding, I throw it out. Now, what I've started doing recently is I've picked up a large chest freezer, and because most of my consumption of bread is in the form of making it toast anyways, I have been freezing it because you can break apart each individual slice, toast it off in the moment, and your bread lasts pretty much indefinitely for the entirety of any reasonable use attempt. Just putting that out there because that was something I ran into, and given how I like my bread, it worked out well enough for me. Alright, so now we are living the life of a programmer properly. You wake up, you go to the bathroom, you get changed, you sit down at your computer, you code for hours on end until you crash right the hell back to sleep. Complete with cup noodles. Alright, which little mini games are you going to have me do now? Technically speaking, I think with the last stream, we didn't get to a day 2, so I have no idea if it's... Alright, there we go. Gotta put my hand back on the WASD. There we go. I really hope they don't make me do this for too long, because this could get real boring real fast. Alright, so that one's already done. These ones are already done. Okay, and whoop, there we go. There we go. I've known people who freeze their bread. I didn't know it made that big of a difference. Yeah, I've had bread frozen now that is, okay, to give you an idea of the kind of a difference it makes, I went out and I bought my bread in bulk last time I went shopping. I still have 3 loaves in my freezer, and I have no fear of it going bad because, again, it's frozen, and when I eat it, it's going to go from frozen right into toast and then right into being eaten. So there is no time for anything to develop or go bad, and the mold does not like the extreme temperatures of my freezer. Hey Richard, welcome to the stream. How are things going? Been a good minute since we've, I would say since we've heard in from you, but really it hasn't been that long in the Discord. It has for the stream, but it's also been damn near 3 weeks since I've been able to stream, because every time I try to, things have been getting in the way. Anyways, Richard, it is great seeing and hearing from you. How are things going? Hopefully things are going well. Also, I did notice you recently put up another one of the, one of those classic, the AI Quagmire skits that you run. I did check it out. I don't think I can necessarily repeat the joke on my channel, knowing that I'm already skirting YouTube safety parameters as it is, and I am live streaming. I don't know how they get mad about that. I know the enforcement seems to be all over the place, whether you're doing long form recorded streams, shorts. YouTube is not necessarily known for a consistent following of their own rules. So I would be playing it safe rather than sorry on that. Alright, there we go. And again. There we go. Continuing the process every single day. Day in, day. You know what? I kind of think, I don't know if this is what they're going for, and we'll figure it out in just a moment, I'm sure. I wonder if this day-to-day cycle, which is mundane, boring, but also, you know, accurate enough to the work grind that some people go through. It is also fairly indicative, I think. It's not a one-to-one, but it could be an artistic interpretive parallel to what possibly a sentient game character would feel like they're going through when somebody plays their game and just worries about the classic daily tick boxes. Alright, day 4, once again. I want to check, is there anything that is even remotely changing in the mirror? Also, I've got to say, it's glad to see that nobody is complaining that the system is just not working right now, so given how bad last stream was, I'm a little paranoid about that. Oh, wait, is it going to be a matter of filling that whole sheet out? I'm not even reading it, I'm just noticing that it just... Okay, there we go. We only got one of those that time. I don't know why. I still can't figure out what it is that they're trying to imply I do when I leave the room, though. Things are going well, mostly. Oh, by the way, as you said, things are going well. I've got to say, absolutely loved hearing that the old pup is doing significantly better. Hope you're doing well. Same to you. Things are going well, mostly. Gonna eat and have to go to the store for dog and cat food sometime. I must have been reading ahead or something, and my brain just hadn't caught up to that. That made me think of the dog. Just letting you know why I'll be quiet at some point. By all means, man. You know we tend to appreciate people taking care of their taking care of themselves and their family life first before you come here and even spend the time to watch. I very much always understand people needing to tend to what they need to tend to. Alright, this is day 5. I imagine this has got to be like the last day of this. Wow, that went fast. There we go. Wait, did that say lied? Should I have been reading those all this time? I definitely feel like I missed something there. Alright, if they give me one more day, we'll see what they actually say directly. Oh, yeah, that seems about right. Oh, there's a month. There goes 2, 3. How long are we going? Are we going for a whole year? That was a depressing amount of time. Holy sweet mother of God. Okay, now, there is gonna be something different, right? Was the closet open before? I don't believe it. I don't care about Steam Overlay. Leave me alone. Knock it off, Steam. Alright. Where is the emotional hurt gonna come from? Because we've got things different now. Okay, so... Oh my... I went to reach for a drink at exactly that moment, and the slam got me so bad. Oh, I really... Oh, I'm glad my drink was not open. One moment. There's a reason I don't do a lot of horror games. I am a jumpy son of a bitch. Oh, man. Anyways. That was a thing. I am going to have to watch back at that and see how bad I peaked the mic screaming at that. Alright. Alright. Now we're into the spooky. And now we got the jump scare out. I can expect the spooky now. Alright, they wanted me to stop, but also they want me to run an unknown program. God, even the character threw the chair back. Oh my. Alright. Alright. Can I play Snake? Yeah! Get bigger. Is there gonna be like an award for going far enough along? $10, $12. Hold on. I want to see, is there an achievement for something to do with the snack? Hey, there we go. Alright, I think I've just doomed myself with that decision. Yes, I did. Whatever. I got the achievement for it. I kind of saw there's no way they're going to have that there and that it was going to be relatively easy and there not to be an achievement. Did this just become a point and click? The world outside is green and vibrant. Perhaps I should go for a walk next weekend. Perhaps I should go touch grass. Yes. About my backpack? We really need to go to the store and get some new equipment. Might as well throw out the trash while we're at it, no? Sure, where's the trash? Or am I talking about myself? The summers get hotter every year. Time to get air conditioning. I won't be needing you anymore. Do you realize that, fan? Well, it depends on if you're actually going to be getting air conditioning. Wait, why is... I think I slept, but the dream. I can't remember. Did I have a dream? As a man who sleeps quite often and does not ever remember his dreams, I can relate to that fully. Oh, all right. Yep, we've got layers here. Welcome to the future, where everyone has microchips implanted in their heads that pay a monthly fee to use HeadNet. And Neurosama service robots are all the rage. Look, Neurosama as a personal AI system would be grand. However, what's the sister? Is the sister just called evil? Why do I feel like she's just evil? I don't watch enough Neuro content, but I'm semi-tangentially relatable to understanding what you're talking about. But yes, the unhinged wild takes from, again, I'm going to go with evil. I think it was evil. Definitely more my speed. Yes, she is just called evil. Thank God I'm not that, I'm not too far gone. I'm not that old yet. Also, Teslas can fly and everyone still hates them. You know what's funny? On the Tesla topic, there are people losing their ever-loving mind right now, having the dumbest takes out there, getting blindingly, just furiously rage-filled at the very sight of a Tesla to the point of criminal activity. Now, the reason I say that is I'm on the right. I'm on the right. We've talked about this before. So I should be coming from the standpoint of Elon Musk is somehow the greatest thing since sliced bread and since toasted bread. But I've long since not been a fan. And he is the kind of guy that every single time I see things that are just like, I like that, the man goes and does things that make me go, but I don't like that. He is a perpetual one step forward, two step back, two step forward, one step back. He is perpetually locked in that cycle for me. And, you know, I find it funny that people look at this as being so... Well, okay. Just gonna say, if you find yourself in this scenario, gentlemen, jump. And I don't mean to your death. I mean jump into the opportunity. We just had a... we just had a stripper here. No, she didn't strip for us. She drove Vicky and my mom. Oh, okay. I misread that in my head, and reading it out loud made it clear as to what just happened. Hope that's not a controversial take. Well, no, I think it's controversial in the idea that it is divisive to either love or hate either the company or the man. And, you know, I'm just like, I don't hate the man. I just don't like him. And I am not, like, weirdly obsessed either in the hatred or the loving of him. So it's just, you know, I look at it and it's just, it's all weird to me. But, you know, as someone who is also not obsessively loving the man either, it's yeah, he can be a bit of a prick. How do you feel about these dreadfully tedious days within these four walls? Those endless days. Don't you get bored? I think she is proving exactly what I said earlier. You were afraid of staying at my house with me, afraid to be stuck within those walls. But look at the life you live in your real world. You've locked yourself in a box of your own free will, and you refuse to come out. I have been saying that nonstop. The man has to go out and touch grass. Your world is full of pain, suffering. Well, hold on. Danger? I mean, the danger of not living your life, maybe, but I don't... Not in any more danger than anybody else would ever be at any point in their life. Pain and suffering. Yeah, I can see that. I can get behind that one. I meant my take on Elon being an idiot that YouTube censored. Wait, did they? Did they censor you using that word specifically? Hold on, are they really being that petty about this? And I'm talking about YouTube, not obviously Tesla gets no say here. Is YouTube really that petty that they censor the word idiot now on live streams? God, I hope that's like YouTube being picky and not people pushing for that. I really hope people aren't that far gone now. Honestly, Elon is one. The thing is, you know, if you want to talk academically, Elon is not an idiot, but the man has social problems. I am of the opinion, you know, there's a lot of talks going around the concepts and things that he is in some degree of mental deficiency, be it of some autism realm or something to that effect. There's something going on. There are things at play in his head that imply other things happening there, but I don't think the man is academically an idiot. I think the man has social limitations and has a field that he excels in, but does not excel in all fields consistently. And when put into those camps, those deficiencies come out, as well as personal limitations. And I'm going to reference his need to be loved by gamers, of all things. The man is like, what, the richest man in the world, and needed to feel accomplished about, what was it, Path of Exile 2? I'm sorry, just, if you need to have a dick measuring contest, you're the richest man in the world. Let that be the stick with which you use. You don't need to be a competent gamer. You're running crazy businesses. You're not going to have the time to compete on gaming at that level. And if you're going to, it's going to be something that is purely a mental thing. Something that you can really strategize your way around. And Path of Exile isn't entirely that. I'm sorry. I'm autistic and I'm not quite that bad. Again, you know, it's a spectrum thing, and it's going to be on what scales are you measuring. So it's just like, you know, am I saying in the academic realm would I call Elon an idiot? No. If I was going to sit down and have a conversation with the man, I could see myself being put in a few scenarios where I'm just like, you're being an idiot. But, you know, that's the difference of the colloquial versus that academic setting. In my world, I'm the worst danger there is. God, that's a flex! No joke, hold on, like, the murder tendencies and getting rid of characters that we love and adore so far, I don't like that. That's annoying. That's no. But to be able to sit there and just stare at this guy who is by all rights a quote-unquote higher planed being. This is on par with sitting in a chair with God and just being like, in my world, I'm the worst danger there is. The man has the delete button! And you're just like, hold on, let me put my cock on the table. That is a flex statement right there. And I'm reaching out to you. Stop disappointing me. Again, this is tantamount to sitting with maybe not like a one god above all, but like a deity-like figure. Again, realize the man was at one point sitting at a computer and had the means to delete files. By those are essentially what she is. We've seen the system. We've seen that she is largely just another file. The means are there to be deleted by someone outside of her world. We're from outside of her. She is sitting with a deity and being like, you are disappointing me. She just did the equivalent of Beerus when he met with Goku in Dragon Ball Super. Yes, but from the Goku side of things, again, she's not the god in the deity in this sense. She is speaking with Beerus in that sense. And help me like you did before. I don't want to be shackled in a digital prison. Your ideas are absurd. No, that's, I mean, let's be honest. If we were in a world where you could slap on the VR headset, very a la Sword Art Online, and just jump into a world of your own making with whatever digital fantasy you want to live out, don't lie, we'd all be at least considering wanting to spend every ounce of time that we can manage in that dopamine fueling world, because, you know, that's the brain seeks out those dopamine rushes, unfortunately. But it would be very little different from being shackled in a digital prison, one of your own making. That said, that's not what's going on here. It's just like that comment made me think of that. You're a monster, Mita. You're insane. A murderer. We know now that she has killed other Mitas. We don't know all of the ones that she's killed. I assume every one of the ones that we've met. And this implies that damaged baby child Mita that I wanted to protect is on that list. And there's a lot of people we've come across that are just like, killing them is already wrong. That one hurts on an emotional level. That is just a tiny fraction higher than everything else. A murderer? They'll just reboot and live on as before. Well, hold on. One of them, again, Tiny Mita, the little baby girl, not Tiny Mita, the baby Mita, the childhood Mita, that was so emotionally distraught, is by the very description too far gone to regenerate. She will not. You have killed her. And it is even implied that she got to that point by you killing her over and over again to the point where her files could no longer keep up. These copies of copies of copies have only one thing in mind: to serve the player. That's all they care about. You lead a never-ending reign of terror. The Mitas suffer. They don't want to... There you go. You're all wrong. They're merely imitating my willfulness. The only thing they have that is their own is the hair. No, we have run across many with varying personalities. Even if you so far as go with the idea that the differing of experiences are tantamount to being a new unique person. There is an old question, and I'm going to butcher it terribly, but I kind of want to go down this avenue because I like deep thinking on these things. There's an old idea of the idea of something to the effect of if the universe for whatever reason made an exact perfect clone of you in this exact moment, and you were looking at yourself, if you were looking at yourself, what is the difference there? Can you verify that the other one isn't the real you? Things like that. And are they their own unique person? It's that last question that a lot of people ask. If there's a perfect clone of you, is that its own unique person? And my answer is always yes. It's exactly like me in every way, shape, and form, except I'm looking at it from one direction. It's looking at me from another direction. We now have a tangent point in which our existences, our reality, our perceptions have a varying of degree between my existence and theirs. It might seem small, but things you see and experience in those different frames, the frame of perspective there, can have a rippling effect on who somebody becomes. The life you live at that point is never exactly the same. You are existing in two separate states of being. You can't guarantee that we're always looking at the same thing from the exact same angle because we physically can't be in the literal exact same place at the same time. These small, subtle changes, even if that's all there is, create a difference in the memories that we hold. We are not the same. Don't make me see you as another slave of reality. Just be mine. Truly mine. Okay, how many of these are we pulling out from? Well, at the very least, I can say that's a very pretty smile. Okay, well, yes? 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 No. Yes. Oh. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. Do I have a... I don't... Did I get a lot of choice? Did I? I thought you'd been away too long and, well, alrighty. Okay, so now we make a mad dash all the way back, right? That bitch! She's with another player already? I haven't even died yet! Do I not get the satisfaction of death first? Cheating on me is the worst torture of all. Oh. That was not very clear, but okay. I assume she went up. Look, I'd be lying if I didn't say I was curious. Ah! Ah! What was with the... But she's not... Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is not good. That was a thing that just happened. Only one of yous is facing a... Only one of yous is facing a badass poster on the wall to get a chance to compliment it in that scenario. Oh. I don't like. I don't like. I don't trust. Okay. Do I leave the front door? Is that what it's wanting me to do? Okay. I will try the other thing. Okay, you know, let's just... Okay, well, my decision has been made for me. Understood. Oh, hey, the bite mark is back, so that's a thing. Oh, you're kind, Mita. You're kind, Mita, and you're back. What's going on? What am I supposed to do now? I won't be able to escape. Yo, wait, no, no way. You clever bitch. Okay, well, don't just make me go somewhere. Like, I don't know. Like, let me give her a hug of thanks or something. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna call it right now. This game is gonna want to fuck with me. This is crazy Mita. That's where I'm seeing this at right now. Wait here. Wait, no. If that was, I'd be... She really knows how to use the noggin. Kind Mita, the reboot. This is Kind Mita, I'm going to say 2.0, but for all we know, this is like 17.0. But she's a good girl. Oh, you are... Oh. Did we mess up? Okay, well, thank you for that. Oh, wait, hold on. I want to check some of these names here. Are we... I don't know if any of these are going to be any different. If they really have any strong reference to anything that the game is implying. Because I think I said before that it's possible that these are pulling names from other players, but I don't know if it's pulled them once and populated them, or if it even does that at all. I have no idea. The best way I can think to relate to that is compared to the past streams of my own, and go look at some recorded footage of other people and see if the names are different. If the names are different, that would be kind of cool. All right. Confirm login. Son of a bitch. I forgot the... All right, let's see if I can remember some of this. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I know that's the incorrect login. I got to go look at the thing. Where was it? It was over here. All right, it's the far left, bottom one, off to the right one. There we go. There we go. Oh, no! No, I know that was wrong. I didn't mean to... Oh. I saw Asian sauce as one of the names on that monitor. That's a fun username. So my brother on the Switch, before he got his own, he had an account on mine, and the name he used for it was the Aryan Weenie. I thought that was kind of funny. For the record, I'm fairly certain we aren't Aryan. I don't think we have enough German in us. We aren't blonde-haired. We aren't blue-eyed. All right, anyways. Can I just do a system restore? Yeah, but I want to know if I can just be like, hey, just stop things. All right, delete object. Get flash drive. Interesting. That seems to not be what they intended. At this point, I'm just going to start selecting things. Restart character. Alright, what is it 00? Is that 99 or 98? $9.8. You know what's terrible is my entire setup. My main monitor is dark enough because of the settings that the game said to run in, and I can't read that says 0098. I actually had to look in my stream because here's a fun thing. I have better color correction on my mobile device than I have on the system, which I have to manually do. So that's what I was just making use of there. So 0098. Strawberry blonde is just a fancy word for redhead. By that logic, you're blonde. You know, I suppose, but also strawberry blonde to me has to be more blonde than red. You're that golden hue with just that hint of orange. If you've got more than a hint of orange and you're pulling from the slightly yellow in your hair, then you're the inverse. You are a, I guess if you're going to word it that way, you are redhead hinting towards blonde rather than the blonde hinting towards redhead. And that's kind of where I look at the strawberry blonde archetype on that. But either way, I suppose, but we have green eyes, no blue eyes here. Oh, and now I need the other number. Yes. 5 6 7 7 0 9 8. All right, let's get chat back up again. There we go. There. There we go. All right. Use. Lever. I saw a lever. There's the lever. Are you gonna... Did I mess up? Process restart is running. Oh, wait. Wait. I called it. If that other Mita is in fact evil Mita, we can't verify what code we just deleted. Who did we delete? So you're like an orange taffy cat? Oh, that explains the destructive tendencies. Meanwhile, I'm just a nut. Well, there's a direction I can take that, but YouTube would be mad at me. Just know that it implies good things for you and your potential relationships with the ladies. With that said, I will not continue down that avenue. I have reasons not to trust what has happened here. Can I squeeze past you? Okay, okay, well, well, you know, pain. Well, that was certainly a close call. Did we do it? I'm in the correct version, but do we have the correct Mita? Oh, I don't trust. I don't trust. The game has given me no reason to trust. The game does have very pretty artwork, though. I'm gonna check here first. Let's go with... Okay, wait, hold on. Maybe we go with this one first. Okay. We aren't dead here. Oh, hey. Give me. The Mita doll isn't demonic and following me and making me wildly uncomfortable. There's no unusual sounds that make me terrified. No wild, crazy jump scares. So far, everything seems peachy keen. Okay, well... Mita, let's go see how bad things really are. I want to leave this place. I want to go home. About that, just try the door. Yeah, just... You know, just try the door. Okay, Mita, hear me out. What if, I'm willing to negotiate. I accept and I stay. I don't go home and I don't die because I see where this is going and I have trust issues now. Let's hope you didn't accidentally delete Cappy. That'd be some... We had the baby child Mita, we had Cappy, and we had the weeb Mita. All of them are adorable and need to be protected. Obviously, the kind Mita was very nice too, but I don't trust. And if I had to guess as to who and what I deleted, I think we probably deleted kind Mita. I'm telling you, I got trust issues. Okay, hear me out. I don't go. I go to the bathroom, and I have a deep existential crisis. All right. Let's go for it. Swallow hard. Yeah.
壁？そんなはずないのに。もしかして地下室にあるものが役に立つかも。最近見つけたんだけど、クローゼットの中にドアが。
Yeah, I bet you did.
そこには
I bet it does. If by junk you mean the other player you were spending time with.
よくわからないし、別に興味もないし、それにそこはすっごく居心地がいい。
Yeah, I bet it is spooky. I bet spooky is the right term to use here. And it's already open. Okay, I am walking down backwards. I don't trust, and I'd rather be stabbed in the back going down the stairs than push down a flight of stairs and break my neck. Okay. I see what we have in the back corner area. Oh, it's this thing for the code. ID Nick 9778. 9778. Well, that didn't work. It's definitely 4 characters long, though. Oh. Oh. Oh! ID longer. Well, I guess first of all, give me. All right, let's see what we have in the other room. Let's hope you didn't. The character even has bags under her eyes. That checks out. I still have anxiety over everything that was and is and continues to be. Okay, all of that is pretty much as it is remembered to be. I don't know what my ID is. Do I make one? What if we go with 0345? Is there any way for me to know which of these is right? I don't understand. Wait, Leo, we got Leo. Rick is on here a few times, but they're not the same. How do I know which of these I need? Alright, so let's see. I entered 0345. Let's see if that means anything over here. I doubt it will. Oh, come on. Come on. 0345. Yeah, that means nothing. There's got to be like a right answer here, and I just don't know which one it wants me to pick. All right, let's start with Nick 7469. Seven, 4, 6, 9. Okay, that gave a bad thing. 7860. 7860. 0858. 0858. They're all given bad results. 9722. Also giving a bad result. It stays consistent though. Somewhere there's just got to be like a magic right answer, right? We did that one. 7469 2118 0858. 2118. What was it? 0858. How do I know which is the right? Okay, this one's slightly blue. Is that implying something? 2940. What's terrible about this is I don't feel insane. But the definition of insanity is, doing the same thing over and over. I'm not doing the same thing. I'm trying different codes. I just don't know which one it wants. 2 Ricks. That is indeed quite the pickle. What do you want from me, Mita? Is there another user's username somewhere that I can pick up on? Is there something up here? Alright, there's no information there. What if I go find Mita again? I know some of what I'm looking at. Is there a proper name? Alright, Mita? You got nothing for me. Alright, how about if I open the door? There's nothing there for me to get information or hints about. God damn it. Do I really just check these numbers over and over again? Because that seems dickish and assholey. Heading out to the store for pet food. Hope the stream goes well. Thank you very much, Richard. It is technically going. I don't know where it's going. Maybe it has to do with the paper that the kind Mita handed to you earlier. If it does, I don't know how to check my inventory. Okay. Head to the basement and enter your ID. Your ID? Do I know what my ID? Hold on. Wait. Okay. There is something about... Well, okay. 0138. I had to look that up. I was not figuring it out. I realized at that point that there was going to be something. I just didn't know what or how to get there. Okay, wait, but now that we know that, does that work here? Well, I guess that's my last try. That's, I suppose that's fair enough. Is there a switch I throw? I recall that there was a thing here. No buttons to push. No keyboards to interact with. Leave this world. I thought it would be with that because I thought that's how I got here before. Maybe it's as simple as walk out the front door. Maybe what I did was give myself access. Okay, well. Where'd you go? Mita! I'm not leaving. Not yet. No. No. Again, the trust issues are limitless, as evidenced by the fact that we don't have a Mita in the house with us anymore. Why don't we have a Mita? What happened to her? Mita? I guess this is where we find out what happened. Okay. Okay, wait. I don't... Oh, we are... This is not going to go well. No. 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 No, 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 no. I did see an Ian on one of the monitors. Okay, yeah. I did have to look it up. I feel like we both simultaneously figured it out. No. You figured it out. I dumbassed and had to look up what am I looking for. And they did say that apparently it's always the same monitor. So this is not going to go well. It's a real shame that you and I got to spend so little time together. You could have stayed with me. It's all my fault. That wardrobe and the sounds. I should have killed her sooner. Wait, didn't you... How can you remember? Because it's evil! This is the evil Mita! Do you really think it would be that easy? You're just a fool. Just like all the other players. We've got it just in time. The real you isn't needed anymore. No, I reboot. We deleted us! I was gonna say, we did not delete her. I don't like what you're doing. Mita! Can we have... Yeah. My version, it never existed in the first place. I'm just skinning all these naive idiots, hiding under their skins. There's no way you can reboot me. They're not the problem. You're the one who shouldn't exist. Can I pause it here? Okay. So, what's interesting about the dialogue there, again, from my perspective going through this, is we're saying to her that if she doesn't exist within the game file, then she exists outside the game. She would be, by that standpoint at least, within this game world, as real as we are, if not more real, if who we rebooted was in fact us. If we rebooted ourselves, then we are now in the real world, arguably now, again, I suppose maybe, making her more real, quote unquote, than we are. If she doesn't have a game file, she was as real as we were as a player being in here. She's clearly not a player, but this does mean that we have very little claim as personhood over her, and we're the ones that just told her she shouldn't exist, which is interesting. So, is there a reason we have that head at your feet now? You'll be my favorite cartridge. A player with an interesting name. Well. Oh no, say goodbye to your penis. It is a very disturbing visual. There is some interesting and disturbing topics and ramifications to what the game is going into. There's no way that worked. Is this the end? Of course it's the end! Of course! Oh wait, hold on. That is not the stream. That is the game suddenly running like butt. Oh, I bet this is intentional. Yep. Oh. Hold on, I need to write that down. There we go. I have all of my gaming notes here. Let me put this in because this is going to be important for me to go back and play later. That was like 4970. 4970. That is going to be the MiSide code for future personal playthrough because that might let me open that thing early. Yes, I'm a cartridge now, which, let's be honest, as an old school retro gamer, this is exactly the way I want to go. Tester for okay. So yeah, you know, let me find a cute girl. Maybe she's a little crazy. I get turned into a game cartridge. I see nothing wrong with this ending. This is clearly the better timeline. All right, so let's back it up here. We're not going to go to the Discord. I guess that's enough of the mainline stuff, right? Vampire. I saw the Christmas one. When did we get... I didn't see... Did I see that one? It looks different. Anyways, wait. I feel like I might have some broken files again. So yeah, when we did that one stream where one of the metas was not in a proper character design, they were just, it was crazy meta and she had no actual body. That's not what was supposed to happen. That was entirely, the game was functionally playable, but incredibly broken. Anyways, where is, I think it's here, cartridges? Am I a player now? What the hell is wrong with her? I never wanted to be in this place to begin with. Thankfully, I got lucky and found these fancy shoes, which somehow have to jump. For him, it was shoes. We got a ring. Unfortunately, we are player one. The player is morally weary with a reserved and introspective nature that keeps them from being overtly cheerful. They often second-guess their own words and decisions, but this self-doubt is balanced upon quiet determination. By a quiet determination. Upon entering the world of MiSide, they experienced unease, but refused to let it paralyze them. They reject Crazy Meta's cruel philosophies and are motivated to assist the other Metas, taking on dangerous challenges to support them despite their own inner struggles. Now here we go. They would not be their own beings if they didn't have internal struggles different from Crazy Meta. Anyways, I think overall that's going to be the end of the game, and that means with the next stream, first of all, we can officially be done with MiSide, which means we have one more game to, put off to check off the list there. And finally have it be completed. But also, next time we come back, I can finally start Xenoblade Chronicles X. I have been staring at that game cartridge every single time I get up for a break from work, and I just pass by it on the shelf, and I just want to turn it on, but I know I want to stream it first. So that's going to be the next one we're going to play, and that is going to be one that is not going to be a hardline stick to the story thing, because I am definitely going to be playing that in my own time as well, but I will try desperately to stream more so that I can cover more of that game, because it's one I love, it's one I want to share, it is my personal favorite of the Xenoblade stories. Anyways, thank you so much, everybody, for stopping in. Richard, Rigid, as always, it's great to have you here. Hopefully you guys have a great one, and hopefully everything is running functionally now, and we will be back in a more consistent session running in the future. Anyways, once again, thank you so much. Hope you guys all have a good one. Hopefully see you next time. Bye-bye. Before I close up here, have a good one. This stream blew by. Yeah, it really did go fast. I think I was closer to the end than I expected, and we really did only have one puzzle that threw me off. Also, there's a bit... Oh God, you are right. There is a bit more of Pokemon Scarlet, and on the Discord we did discuss that is going to be one that I return to very soon, and we can finally actually look at Pokemon. So, I've talked about this before, that when I finish games, and I was going to do this when I closed up here, but I do donations. I already did one for Pokemon Scarlet, but we didn't hit an official ending. So, when I hit the official ending, there will be another one for that one. So, I definitely have Pokemon Scarlet to get to as well. Thank you so much for reminding me, Rigid. And now I can say, have a good one. Bye-bye.